Playing Shimanov. Now I got white. Which was to be expected, I suppose. See what he does against d4. Gonna get another King's Indian, huh? It's not the correct way to play this opening. Knight should go here, not the pawn. But let's see if we can get away with it. Trick is here. If you take the pawn, there's knight takes e4, and then queen h4. White normally wins a pawn, but black has a lot of compensation. Yeah, this is one very reasonable way of handling the system. Like, didn't play bishop c4 in some position against me. Is that here? I've noticed like sometimes the engines just go knight h3 as well. This mouse is so sensitive. Like, I was gonna play this move, but not. It just boof. Just goes boom, and then it's there. That is a bit hard to control. Here I think, oh no, that's with the pawn on h6, I think. That somehow there's a trick there. Now, this was one of my ideas though. Just to let him take. And the point is that the pawn on h3, which looks insane, actually controls the square on g4 so that I can play f4 later. That's one of the points at least. That's a very logical move. Yeah, king h1 makes no sense. Let's go a5. Now that he has made f4 less attractive. Pawn on h5 is also not great. If it moves to h4, it's a target, and it prevents him from playing knight h5, which I think is a move he really wants. So go king g2 just to protect the pawn, overprotect here. Seems like a good strategy. This is logical. Let's go knight f4, prevent knight c5. I think he must be doing fairly well here. But I don't hate my position either. This I was initially not convinced by. Let's call the bluff. And protect. I'm not sure it's a bluff, but we'll call it regardless. I just need like king h1, bishop d1. I should be consolidating the position. And it should be remembered that even though it's not a pretty pawn, it is an extra pawn. And he's got some serious weaknesses in his position too. So, exchange sack is very logical. I'm not sure he has enough juice here, especially since his king is a bit loose. Let's go knight b6. We want to take this if we can, because I don't see a lot of threats. It doesn't mean that there are none, but I don't see them. Let's go here, knight h3. I think I got f4. So doesn't fall into that. Bishop f1, I guess. Bishop h6, I go knight queen e4. Well, queen d4 maybe. There was maybe some knight c4 there, but I didn't really fancy it. No, I think I can just grab here. Knight here, queen e4. Things should be falling apart a little bit for him. Queen g5 is also a move. Maybe that's actually simpler. Here. Yeah, and it seems to be falling apart for him. Queen f3 or bishop g2. Don't see it. Queen h5 is a big threat. Here I got knight d6. No, there's rook d7 still. No, knight f5, bishop f6. This kind of semi-resisting there. How can I wrap this up in a very clean way? Here, I'll take. I think here, 98. That's the move. No, then 98, I don't have to check. So I'll go here. That was my other plan. And this should seal it. I called it a couple of times already, but now there should be zero doubt. Taking here, bishop c4 is coming. Now there's just nothing. No hope. And rook f5. Forcing resignation. And we move to 6 out of 6. One step closer to the promised land. Let's see what the engine was saying here. It probably doesn't like bishop c4. Bishop h6, is that what Hikaru did against Fabi? Or something? Yeah, it doesn't hate it. a5. Knight f2-7, knight a4. Likes knight d3. It does not like the knight d3 is always the move. Here, rook a1. I mean, rook a3 was nonsense, but I felt that the trend was good here. I'm just never maybe as worried about my position as I should have been. Now rook e7 is fine for black. I just didn't get this at all, did I? I thought rook e7. What's the idea here? Oh my god, there's smothered mate. The dream of every amateur and their brother. Oh boy. So many tricks. Let's look at Niemann.